Food and weight obsession can be exhausting. Losing weight, gaining weight, dieting, feeling like a failure because you missed a workout, binged, overate, or gained all the weight back. The cycle is endless and it can be maddening. But I'm here to say you can stop the mental madness. You can take back control of your food behaviors, but you have to face your fears, you have to ask for help, and make a change. I am Leslie M. Thornton, permanent weight loss coach from hpwl.co. This is Hypnosis for permanent weight loss, and I know you can make this happen. On this podcast, you will hear how to stop the mental madness, love your body, trust your food decisions so you can create a life of happiness, freedom, and inner peace. Hello, Leslie M. Thornton, Hypnosis for permanent weight loss. Here is the podcast, how to lose weight and how to actually keep it off permanently. I'm going to give you the 4 reasons why nobody knows how to keep your weight off permanently, to not ever have to diet again because your weight balances out and you're a normal eater and all the things. Okay? Who here would like to find out the exact 4 reasons why you have not been able to do it yet? That was my lifelong plague. And I got to the point where I was absolutely burnt out because I had proven to myself time and time again that I could be successful losing weight. And I also proved to myself time and time again that I was not actually able to keep the weight off permanently. And that was a problem for me. That was a major problem for me. And I know it's a problem for so many people. I have a client right now that said, I know that I could work out really hard and I could eat really perfectly and I could lose weight, but I don't want to do that because I know where that leads to, and it leads to me gaining it all back and it not actually lasting. All right. So it's like the jig is up. Nobody wants to do that anymore. But then what happens? Because then we're stuck between a rock and a hard place because it's like, I'm damned if I do, because I know I'm going to gain all the weight back if I diet again. I'm damned if I don't, because then I'm going to end up gaining a whole bunch of weight. And I've been there before, and that's terrible as well. So what do? Well, first we need to have clarity. And today I am going to give you clarity on why you haven't been successful so far. Okay, 4 reasons why you have not been able to lose weight permanently. Reason number 1, and I am going to refer to my notes here because I just want to make sure it's delivered to you so powerfully. Number 1, your mind is 100% obsessed with dieting. Your mind is completely obsessed with losing weight. Okay, why? Why does this happen? All right, so little neuroscience here for you. 95% of the results that you get in your life, and the 95% of the thoughts that you're automatically thinking all day long and in the background, are based on your past and your life experiences, the first 0 to 10 years of life. If you had a parent who is a dieter, if you were weight conscious from a young age because you were made fun of, you were bullied, you compared yourself to your sister, you never felt good enough, you felt ugly, you felt fat, for whatever reason, okay, then that is going to be the tape that is always played in your mind. On top of that, in times of idleness, your brain can only focus on 3 things. 1 is time. I have to be here to do all this stuff at this time, that time. The second is the environment. It's hot in here. It's cold in here. I'm comfortable. I'm not comfortable. The third one is your body. Okay. I feel bloated today. I feel fat today. Or feel whatever. Those are the only 3 places that your brain, when you are not stimulated by work, which is why some people work so hard so they're not have to be scared of those thoughts that happen all day long about food, body, and weight stuff. Okay. That's where your brain will go. Okay. So how amazing. Okay. We have these amazing animalistic minds that only think about these types of things. And it's not that interesting at the end of the day, but that tape is playing. It plays over and over and over again. And you're thinking constantly about, what did I eat yesterday? What am I eating today? How am I going to stick to my diet plan? How am I going to make sure I don't fail? Oh my gosh, I ate too much. I need to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm tired. Oh, but now I missed my workout and I'm upset about that. It is never ending. The mental madness is crazy. Okay, so right? And obviously I get this. That was exactly what was going on for me my entire life. How do we actually solve this? All right. I was very skeptical about this when I first found it, but hypnosis is the way to stop the freaking tape. Okay. So, what is hypnosis? How does it work? Basically, it's quieting down that mental chatter, that tape that is playing over and over again that drives us mad. Okay. And then it helps us actually have the unconscious mind, which is in charge of all those powerful beliefs and habits, start to listen, and then we can start to actually put in these positive messages on how we actually want to have our relationship with food, body, and weight to be. I want a lean, strong, and healthy body. I want to eat moderate portions at meals, right? I choose foods that bring me energy and joy. Okay, so then it makes it so there's no longer that disagreement. We can actually come out of the hypnosis and feel like, I can relax. All right, let's do a quick demo right now. So go ahead and think about a food that you really, really love that you feel crazy about whenever it comes into your space. Or maybe it's like nighttime eating or that habit that you hate that you do, or binging or overindulgent, whatever it is. Okay, just think of that right now. And I want you to actually, you can close your eyes if you want, just a very quick exercise. Like imagine you can actually take that food or that habit, put it in a hot air balloon basket. Okay. And imagine that you can actually put a blanket over that item that you put in the basket, the habit, the food, just see a blanket going over it in your imagination. And I want you to imagine you can see that the fire ignites in the hot air balloon basket, and then just the balloon starts to float up, 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 up. It's beyond the trees. It's above the trees. It's going way up. Okay. And then it's out in outer space now. It's like so high up. And then finally, as you keep looking up, it completely disappears. You cut away any cords attaching it to the ground or any cords that are attaching you to that food or that balloon. Just cut it all out. It's disappeared now. Okay. Good. So clear the screen, take a nice deep breath. How do you feel about that food right now? Actually think about it. Okay. How do you feel about that habit? Think about it. Does it have less pull on you right now? Okay, so that is just, again, a mini demo of how the hypnosis works, of what happens when you actually imagine something happening. And then we actually have a physiological response that allows you to then make better decisions. Because when you're not grasping at the food or super emotionally attached to it or the habit, now you can actually freaking breathe and you can focus on like, what do I feel? What do I want? Make better decisions, better food decisions that can lead to lasting good decisions about food stuff, which leads to lasting weight loss. Okay. So after I experienced the hypnosis for myself, I felt like I was actually for the first time able to sit into my body, relax, breathe. And I felt like I was able to freaking like, yeah, not be controlled by these food thoughts anymore. Okay. And it was like, oh my God, I was no longer afraid of gaining so much weight. I literally thought I'd end up on my 600-pound life one day. Like, I wasn't afraid of that. I could go to parties normally. I wasn't afraid to go to buffets and completely get so full and disgusted by myself. Um, just the panic button went away, the tape quieted, and I was able to focus my brain on something else. So until you experience this, and I've done free hypnosis sessions for the last 2.5 years now for thousands of people, and have countless amounts of people saying and messages coming to me saying, oh my God, I'm not drinking this coffee anymore. I don't care about the crackers I usually eat in the afternoon anymore. I forgot to have lunch today. I never do that. Like, hundreds and hundreds of people having these kinds of extraordinary results with just one hypnosis session that I've done thousands of times. I've done the hypnosis sessions hundreds of times for thousands of people completely for free. If you haven't experienced that, then definitely check out hpwl.info/healthy hypnosis to join our next live session. Perfect. So that's the number one reason your mind is insane about dieting, and we need to just close the tape, do it with hypnosis, move on. All right. Second reason that you haven't been able to lose the weight and keep it off long term. Ready? You don't know how to feel your freaking feelings. Okay. So I want you to think about the last time that you lost a bunch of weight and you were waving your flag. You were like, oh my God, I've never felt better in my life. I am never going to go back to my old ways of eating. This is it for me. I know how bad sugar is. I feel so much better when I'm following this. All of the good things. And you're telling other people about it, and people are giving you compliments. And then what happens? Okay. What happened that had you fall off track so badly that you gained all the weight back? Okay. For me, it was a breakup. All right. For other people, it's someone dies. For other people, it's a marriage falls apart. For other people, they start going to school or they have an injury or something emotional happens. Life happens. And then because we do not know how to cope with that major life event that happened, then we eat as a way to cope. All right, got it. So see this happening all the time, like happen to me. And I realized for myself, if I did not learn how to master feeling my emotions when hard, painful things happened and know how to handle those things, I was never going to be able to lose weight and keep it off because eventually I was going to eat to numb out on that situation. Yeah. Okay, so what is the solution? All right, the solution is emotional mastery. All right, this is something that I have never, ever, ever seen in a weight loss program before. And it's crucial to staying consistent, staying motivated, staying energized, and learning how to actually lose weight and keep it off permanently. All right, so let me give you a little bit of demo on this. And before I do, it's just like research shows that actually the way to move past major negative emotions is not to ignore them, it's not to numb out on them, but it's actually to feel the emotion faster. The definition, like the word emotion, comes from and means energy in motion. All right. These emotions are designed to move, but consider the fact that you have absolutely no idea how to effectively move it. The only way that you have been able to know how to move it up to this point is by numbing out. It's by scrolling on social media. It's by eating. It's by drinking alcohol. It's by procrastinating. All fill in the blank. Okay, so there's a better way to move the energy, to move the emotion. And then on the other side, right? I don't know if you ever heard the quote of like, the deeper the pain you feel, the more joy you can feel at the same time. Like you cannot feel ultimate joy if you don't also feel ultimate pain, right? And obviously no one wants to feel pain, but if you're doing it strategically so that you can release the energy that's stuck, the emotion that's stuck, so you can feel better faster, then how much faster will you be able to get back on track with your normal eating in ways that you like to eat because it makes you feel great? Amazing. All right. Now we have that understanding. So I want you to think about something emotional or something stressful in your life right now. Just think of something emotional, stressful. Okay. So imagine you can actually scan your body and feel where you can feel a difference in energy right now as you're thinking about that. So clenching, gripping, tightening, heat, like just spicy feeling, just something in your body. Okay. And just trusting wherever you're feeling right now. And you can close your eyes and imagine you can travel into that area of your body and don't go around the tissues, right in the center. Okay. Take your time. Let me know when you're right inside that area. All right. Safe to go inside that area. Imagine you can pull out a flashlight, start examining the area here. Okay. What does it look like here? What color is it? What texture is it? Just the first thing that comes to mind. Just know it's safe to feel that way. Good. Now I want you to imagine you can start to move around that area. What does it feel like to move through that space? Is it sharp? Is it pointy? Is it rough? Is it slimy? Is it sticky? Is it like quicksand? And just allow yourself to surrender to that feeling and sensation. Now it's safe to feel. Good. Awesome. So when you're ready, just come on back. Okay, welcome back. I actually did my first TEDx talk on this, how to master your emotions in 90 seconds. So how are you feeling now? Do you feel like you're able to listen to me a little bit better? Do you feel a little bit more present? Okay, research shows it takes 90 seconds to feel a feeling. That's it. All right, it can move through us in 90 seconds of being present to it. Imagine the amount of food you could not eat if you just had a practice to actually feel the feelings. Incredible, amazing, and necessary for permanent weight loss. All right. So when I was going through that breakup for myself and I was binging and I was numbing, I was drinking alcohol to deal with the emotional pain, I did that same exact exercise. Emotion came out of me, it released it. And I got to realize that I did not have a binging problem. I had an emotional issue. I had an emotional problem. And once I learned how to tackle this on a regular basis, my eating habits and behaviors naturally and normally fell back into place and things started to regulate again, to my surprise, without any kind of diet. All right. And I've done this for hundreds of clients at this point. The amount of testimonials I have of people not binging anymore is insane. Okay. Like people who have been lifetime bingers, whatever, emotional eaters, they're not doing it anymore because they're starting to feel their feelings and get masterful at this. Okay. So incredible, incredible, incredible. Reason number 3 why you have not been able to lose weight and keep it off is you are trying to control things that you cannot actually control. All right, so menopause, thyroid, hormones, injury, you know, life experiences, hard things that are happening, husbands that aren't supportive, right? All of these different things as to why you can't do it. I see it all the time. I hear it all the time. The truth is, you cannot control those external things. All right. Your body has its physiology that it has. Obviously, make sure you're doing everything you can to just go to the doctor and get your labs drawn and get whatever support that you need physiologically. But the amount of times that we are saying that the way to fix these problems with your body is to lose weight is just incredible, and actually just keeps you stuck in that tape that we got you help with through the hypnosis before. All right. So let's focus on what you can actually control. You're a control freak. All right. In certain ways, maybe with your health, you're a control freak. I was as well. All right. Like I never want to admit it, but like if there was something going wrong with my body, if my bowel movements were off, if my throat was sore, like if anything, if especially my weight went up, it was like alarms were going off and I was trying to control, 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 control. All right. Hypnosis helps with that from step 1. Emotional mastery helps with that with step 2. With this step specifically on how you can actually, get out of that control situation, we need to actually support you in changing your beliefs. Okay. So if you have a belief that I can't lose weight because of my husband, metabolism, injury, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Of course, there's some actuality to that. We're not saying that that's right, but the belief and the attachment and the fixation and the trying to control energy with that, consider is actually holding you back from being able to make, again, good choices and taking healthy actions that will support you in either healing faster or coming up with a solution for how you want to manage this stage of your life and what's going on biologically with you right now versus trying to fix and control the whole time. Again, just throws us back and off. This is why, I used to work in the medical system, just seeing patients, they have the best intentions to lose weight. But because they're so stressed and anxious about it and what's going to happen if I don't, because now I have this diagnosis or now I'm going through this life cycle and I have no control, right? Like that makes it so that they're so much more stressed out. And now they're going to, like, when they're in a weak spot, they're going to eat and it's going to make it worse. All right. And doctors don't get this. They don't understand that. They don't work with the mental, emotional aspect. They just expect you to stop eating. And it's not that easy for everybody. Okay. So I want you to take the belief like I can't control myself, or I like something like that. I can't control it because husband, menopause, blah, blah, blah. All right. So this comes from Byron Katie's. It's a belief changing exercise. All right. So with that belief, I want you to answer these questions. Okay. Is that belief true that you can't control yourself because? Yes or no? There's no right or wrong answer. Just answer that question. Is that belief true? Yes or no? Second, can you say with 100% certainty that that belief is true? 100%, yes or no? No right or wrong answer. Just pick yes or no. When you believe that thought that I can't control myself because, what happens? Okay. If I was a fly on the wall and you were believing that thought, what would I see you doing or not doing? Would I see you feeling sorry for yourself, procrastinating, scrolling Facebook? Would I see you Googling the next weight loss fad? Would I see you, you know, eating? Would I see you drinking? Would I see you isolating yourself? Are you short with your husband? Are you not as productive at work or at home? What happens? Okay. Good. Now, who would you be without that thought? Imagine you cannot think the thought that you cannot control yourself because, like, it's eradicated. You can't think it. You can put it in that hot air balloon basket. You can see it float away, cut away any cords attaching you to it. It's gone. Who would you be without that thought? All right. And you might be able to feel a little bit right now. Like I'd be free, I'd be expansive, I'd be happy, I'd be blah, 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 blah. Amazing. Good. Now, from this space of feeling a little bit freer now, just as a result of answering 4 questions, again, you can take actions that are better because you're freer in this moment. Okay. So it's like naturally, like, actually, I just want to take a walk. I want to take a nap. I want to, talk to my husband. I want to, whatever. And those are self-caring actions that comes from the space of not frantic, scared, fearful energy. Naturally, we want to take care of ourselves when we are in positive energy. So the more positive energy we feel, right? The better decisions we can make, leads to permanent weight loss, leads to living your best, happiest, most authentic life. Amazing. Rinse and repeat over time. Consistency, motivation, energy. Okay. And then things keep coming together and you're not, freaking out anymore. All right. So, just doing this work with clients. I literally had a client last night who was like, I did the belief turnaround exercise on, no one can love me at this size, or men don't like fat girls or whatever. And she's like, and at the end, I realized like, that's not true. Like what's actually true is like men love people of every size. And, you know, like I can't be judged by my weight. Like my worth is not my weight, right? Like came up with these new that are just as true beliefs that led her feeling better, that had her feel more empowered and more confident to move forward and continue to heal this path for herself so she can get everything she wants. Healthy relationship, better job, better money, like all the things outside of that false old tape about not being able to control yourself and the reasons why. All right. So the final piece, final reason why you haven't been able to lose weight and keep it off permanently. So you're too hard on yourself. You're a perfectionist. You're a black and white thinker. Okay. Diet mentality programs our brains to be extremely all or nothing, black and white, perfectionist style thinkers. Okay. And that creates a very challenging feeling inside the body. All right. So, I know for myself, literally, when I missed a workout or I ate off my food plan, it literally felt like World War III was going off in my body, like a major problem. And so, as a way to never feel that major problem, I got like addicted to being perfect. I got addicted to being on the diet. I got addicted to working out. Okay. But it was just as a way to avoid my self hatred and wrath that would happen in my body when I made a mistake and didn't do the right thing. But like, I'm a human being, I'm going to make mistakes. I had a very wise coach say to me one time that you can either in life, you can, the bigger the game that you play in life, okay, the more in and out of integrity you're going to need to go. The bigger the game you play in life, the more in and out of integrity you need to learn and know how to go. All right. So I also had another wise person say to me, in life, you can either choose control or you can choose growth. All right. My clients are growth oriented people. They like experiences. They like to learn about themselves. They like to better themselves. They are, care about doing good work and being good people in the world. So in order to be that type of person, there's going to be, right, things that they're going to have to go in and out of. Growth is not always easy, right? Diamonds form under pressure. So there's going to be times when you're not perfect, but if you never learn how to not be perfect and how to go quicker and quicker in and out of integrity of like, okay, work out, not work out, eating good, eating not good, don't care, like keep going faster, faster. It's all good. Everything's okay, right? Safety, right? Feeling comfort, trusting yourself. Like you need to learn how to get out of perfectionist mentality. All right. It's a major piece. You must get good at this. You must master this. And it is, right, a process. It's something that you need to learn. All right. So what is the solution for this? So learning lasting self-care. All right. If you learn lasting self-care, if you know what makes you feel good and helps you get out of stressful situations, also things that make you feel joyful, like things that you actually love to do, right? Then you are going to set yourself up for success because you are more likely to consistently do activities that you love and enjoy rather than things you hate just so you can lose weight. All right. If you're not a treadmill fan, let's stop pretending you're a treadmill fan and let's focus on the activities that you want to do. All right. So one of the exercises I have my clients do is create what we call a joy wheel. All right. This is just a wheel where they have it all cut out like a pie and they're writing out all of the activities that they know bring them joy. One of those activities can also include eating because eating is very joyful. It feels good. Amazing tastes happen. It's a normal human sensory experience. All right. But then other things, roller skating, ice skating, praying, walking, uh, calling a friend, like, and if you're not sure on this, like go back into your childhood. What did you love to do? Painting, drawing, whatever it is. All right. And then focusing on that and then building these things that bring you joy into your day-to-day life. What can you schedule? What can you sign up for? What can you do that that actually brings you joy? Here's the thing. When a woman feels good, she does good. If you are never incorporating things that bring you joy into your life, you are never going to achieve permanent weight loss because you have not actually, like, your body is going to feel tense and then it's going to bring in the negative thoughts, which brings in the negative behaviors, which causes the stress, which causes the stress eating, right? It's like getting out of that hamster wheel. But if you actually feel good, you can breathe, you can think, you can make better decisions, right? And the things that you're doing are probably active things, some of them, right? They move your body, they bring you, right? And so good action and good feeling brings some more and better continued decisions. And you're going to be consistent, again, because you love doing these things. All right. So, I have a client, Yvonne, from the past, and literally, like, once she started focusing on the joy, like, she and her husband, they went rollerblading. She gave me a picture of her going rollerblading, right? Have a client who just started walking with her granddaughter to work each day because she just like likes to walk and she loves her granddaughter and she found a way to bring the two together. That also happens to be like a healthy habit, but she loves it. So now she's gonna do it because she loves it. All right. So this is like the hack, of how to actually be able to do this long term. All right, perfect. So those are the 4 reasons why you haven't been able to lose weight and keep it off permanently. I hope it has been so helpful to you. I am so excited to keep bringing more and more value to you and to the podcast as we keep moving forward. A lot of exciting things coming up. I've gotten so clear on the mission and the vision that is going on, with Hypnosis for Permanent Weight Loss. And for myself, just as a leader, and just getting clear on the message and like the service we provide and like the transformation that we brought hundreds and hundreds of people. And I'm so excited to do more. So stay tuned for upcoming episodes. If you know that you want to work on these 4 things, okay, you're super serious. It's like 2024 is your year. It's like, if not now, when? Honestly, like when I left my job as a nurse, for me, it was like, I need to get to people before they end up in the hospital bed with diabetes, with heart disease, with amputations, with blah, 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 because of things they could have controlled, habit change, lifestyle change, right? And women in their 40s to 60s is when we see getting diagnosed with these issues. Why is that happening? Well, because you have been penting up all of your emotions, right? Your brain is on that hamster wheel. Your body is in a stress response because you're not feeling your emotions. Okay. And then disease occurs, dis-ease occurs in the body. So I always say to people, we're going to pay for it later when we don't have our health, or we're going to pay for it now. All right. The amount of helpfulness it is to be around another group of women who are all doing the same thing. All right. They all are actually sharing about these things they've never shared before. I have a client in the program. She's like, I've never shared my struggle with anybody. I care about what other people think. I don't want to care about judgments anymore. I just want to live my life. Right. I only have whatever, 2 decades left, 3 if I'm lucky, right? Like, I don't want this to be something that I take to my grave. Not only that, it's like, I don't want to have this manifest into a disease because I know health is actually mind, body, spirit, emotional, mental. It's all part of it, right? So it's like, take your health seriously. All right, follow the prompts, book a call. The website is hpwl.co. It's super simple. There's a calendar link. You pick your time zone. You schedule a 15-minute call. We ask you a few questions on the first call. If we know we can help you, you'll actually have a longer conversation, most likely with me. All right, and we'll just have that personalized conversation about what is the deal, right? Like, and what are the exact steps? Like, how do I see that I can specifically help you with what you're dealing with? Right? And then from there, make a decision. Do I want to do the program or not? At least you'll have a clear answer. I'm going to point you in the right direction. You're going to get clarity either way. So what are you waiting for? Book a call. Love you so much, and see you for the next episode. If you are serious about taking action on your struggle with food, body, and weight, then this is for you. Go ahead and text the word hypnosis to 855-BE-ALIVE. That's 855-232-5483. Immediately after texting that number, you will get access to our free training that will tell you why you can't figure the food, body, and weight thing out, why you can't keep weight off even after you've been successful in the past, and how to actually overcome it, including a mini hypnosis session at the end. Don't miss out. Text the word hypnosis to 855-BE-ALIVE. That's 855-232-5483.